Okay, if you want, you can just pay attention and you can watch this later on Google Classroom. Okay, solve inequalities with multiplication or division. These are tricky. I mean, if we have basic ones like we've been doing, you know, like 3y greater than 18, no problem. What would step 2 be? Yeah, you divide both sides by 3 and you get y greater than 6, just like we've all been doing. No problem. Questions on that part? Okay. That one is totally normal. But here, it's where they get weird and crazy. Here's where they get nutty. Where you have ones like, I'm going to say Danger Will Robinson when you divide or multiply by a negative. Okay? So this is where they get weird. So what if you have negative, I'm going to go green, I think. What if you have negative 3y greater than 18? Here it is, right here. We're multiplying by a negative. So in order to solve that, we have to divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. Be careful, and I'll show you why. We would get y less than negative 6. I had to reverse the inequality sign. Or multiply, Chris, by a negative. I had to reverse the inequality sign here. And I'm going to show you why. Let's graph this. Let's graph this somewhere here in my bag o' tricks. I have, not there, not there, not there. Go. I know I have those hiding. There it is. Okay. Here we go. This is the important part, so stay with it, everyone. So, first off, we know we're going to make some kind of a mark at negative 6, and in this case, it's an open circle. Now, if I had not switched the inequality sign, we would get things like y greater than negative 6. So that would be these kind of numbers. Well, let's pick one. Pick an easy one. How about good old number 1? Okay? And let's substitute into the original problem. Okay? So then we're saying negative 3 times 1. Negative 3 times 1 is greater than 18. That gives us, what's the next part, Leslie? Well, look up. You can. What's negative 3 times 1? What's negative 3 times 1? You're not going to answer? Okay, can you tell me what negative 3 times 1 is? See, you do know. You ever try to swim upstream?
Yes.
It's tough.
I can do it.
It's a lot easier to go with the flow. Is this true, Jonathan? Is negative 3 greater than 18? No. So to make it true, we have to, oh, I can't do both. I got to do this. I got to be tricky. To make it true, you got to write it a second time. You have to switch the sign, and that's why we do that. Okay? So when you're doing these, you got to switch the sign. We were greater than, we switch it to less than. That way when you're doing your graph, it's everything less than 6 that makes that work. Okay? It's everything less than 6 that makes that work. And that's not too bad. Okay? I want you to try one, and we'll take a peek at it. I'm going to stop the recording for here so I don't... oh, we're under 6 minutes.